I think that a lot of people don't really understand animation. Get me? They don't really get what it takes to do animation, and they don't really understand how much work it is, as well as, you know, the who really watches animation. You get me? Because when you think about it, back in the day, people weren't really like, they used to see people who, you know, when they watch anime and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, this guy's a nerd, or, you know, little children watch those things. But really and truly, anime has the most blood and gore and sex and all of that kind of shit. So it's really about the knowledge and really about how much you really know. And with animation, it's a very niche audience, a niche target audience. Not a lot of people are into it. Get me? Like, it's getting popular now, but back in the day, like, it wasn't that popular. It's just recently this thing is getting popular. You get me? So from that point of view, you have to understand that people aren't really well knowledgeable of what animation takes. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, me working in the animation field in Jamaica, a lot of people don't know that it take more than one person to do animation. They're like, oh, they see the animation, like, oh, that's lovely, man. That's great, yeah. You know, you can do that quite fast and quick, man. It's just you, though, yeah, man. And them don't realize that this thing take months to complete, right? And for some reason, they tend to always think of it as the last resort, the last thing that they need to bring up in the, you know, the whole business meeting. Like, oh, we need somebody to animate this thing. And they're like, oh wait, them can just do it in 2 weeks, man. Get me? Couple days. You can also go. You get me? So people need to be more aware and more knowledgeable of what animation really is. That's one of the main problems. That's why you'll hear people saying, oh, you know, animation is, you know, it's for kids, and wait, the kids love it, and, you know, because it's very colorful and it's drawing. So people are gonna say, oh, you know, it's playful and thing. But really and truly, animation is film. You get what I'm saying? I don't remember the name of the guy who said that in the Oscar. But the guy who won the award. But you were saying, yeah, animation is film, which is true. You get me? Like, it's a whole cinematic experience. You get me? Like, if you guys watched Arcane, which I recommend you do, because that show is a shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm in love with that animation. That wasn't a kid-friendly animation. You get me? It told a very adult, mature story in a very, you know, artistic and creative way. And animation allows you to go the lengths that, you know, live film won't be able to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get away with a lot of things in animation. Like, if you even look at that animation Sausage Party, why for that stupid, I don't know. Yeah, Sausage Party was ridiculous. Like, that movie could get away with all that griminess because it was animated. Yeah, man, if you look at any anime, like, certain things that they do within the animation, you don't really see them do in live action. Like, they don't really risk that. So animation allows you to be, you know, a lot more riskier. Another example I can give is Love, Sex and Robots. I think that's the series where they have different animators with different styles doing different stories. That was able to talk on various topics. And animation is not just 2D animation and stuff like that. You have 3D, motion capture, all of that kind of stuff. Helps tell a story. So I think that people need to be more aware of what animation really is. Animation back in the day, when you think about it, animation was just, oh, you know, Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, kids used to watch it. Adults weren't really into watching animated stuff where it's like all colorful and drawn. So the respect for it wasn't there. You get what I'm saying? Like, them never have the respect for it. Them say, oh, cool, it's just, you know, some characters are run up and down on screen. You get me? So it's really and truly the knowledge that needs to be spread about this thing that's really the issue.